Every man has his secret sorrows which the world knows not, and oftentimes we call a man cold when he is only sad. The love of learning, the sequestered nooks, and all the sweet serenity of books. For after all, the best thing one can do when it is raining is let it rain. Music is the universal language of mankind. Silently, one by one, in the infinite meadows of heaven, blossomed the lovely stars, the forget-me-nots of the angels. My soul is full of longing for the secret of the sea, and the heart of the great ocean sends a thrilling pulse through me. If we could read the secret history of our enemies, we should find in each man's life sorrow and suffering enough to disarm all hostility. Be still, sad heart, and cease repining. Behind the clouds is the sun still shining. Thy fate is the common fate of all. Into each life some rain must fall. I do not believe anyone can be perfectly well who has a brain and a heart. Every heart has its secret sorrows which the world knows not, and oftentimes we call a man cold when he is only sad. A torn jacket is soon mended, but hard words bruise the heart of a child. I heard the bells on Christmas Day, their old familiar carols play, and wild and sweet the words repeat of peace on earth, goodwill to men. We judge ourselves by what we feel capable of doing, while others judge us by what we have already done. The heights by great men reached and kept were not attained by sudden flight, but they, while their companions slept, were toiling upward in the night. Art is the child of nature in whom we trace the features of the mother's face. Give what you have. To someone it may be better than you dare to think. The heart, like the mind, has a memory, and in it are kept the most precious keepsakes. Look not mournfully into the past, it comes not back again. Wisely improve the present, it is thine. Go forth to meet the shadowy future without fear and with a manly heart. It takes less time to do a thing right than to explain why you did it wrong. And the night shall be filled with music, and the cares that infest the day shall fold their tents like the Arabs and silently steal away. Talk not of wasted affection, affection never was wasted. Sunday is the golden clasp that binds together the volume of the week. If you would hit the mark, you must aim a little above it. Every arrow that flies feels the attraction of earth. Ah, nothing is too late, till the tired heart shall cease to palpitate. Perseverance is a great element of success. If you only knock long enough and loud enough at the gate, you are sure to wake up somebody. There are things of which I may not speak. There are dreams that cannot die. There are thoughts that make the strong heart weak and bring a pallor into the cheek and a mist before the eye. Most people would succeed in small things if they were not troubled with great ambitions. There is no grief like the grief that does not speak. Ah, how good it feels, the hand of an old friend. Sit in reverie and watch the changing color of the waves that break upon the idle seashore of the mind. Kind hearts are the gardens, kind thoughts are the roots, kind words are the flowers, kind deeds are the fruits. Take care of your garden and keep out the weeds. Fill it with sunshine, kind words, and kind deeds. Love gives itself, it is not bought. Glorious indeed is the world of God around us, but more glorious the world of God within us. Resolve, and thou art free. Unasked, unsought love gives itself, but is not bought. The leaves of memory seem to make a mournful rustling in the dark. It is difficult to know at what moment love begins. it is less difficult to know that it has begun. The best thing one can do when it's raining is to let it rain. Yes, we must ever be friends, and of all who offer you friendship, let me be ever the first, the truest, the nearest and dearest. We are all architects of faith, ever living in these walls of time. For his heart was in his work, and the heart giveth grace unto every art. She floats upon the river of his thoughts, and when she was good, she was very, very good. But when she was bad, she was horrid. The life of man consists not in seeing visions and in dreaming dreams, but in active charity and in willing service.